Is this one of the best 1/12 scale figures ever made? This is the Inart Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. A lot of people are talking about this figure because it really is the next step up for 1/12 scale figures. The sculpt is super sharp and the paintwork's all really clean here. He looks and feels pretty premium. The masked head sculpt does have a few interchangeable mouth plates. Honestly though, the expressions are all pretty similar to each other, so there's not that much difference. The unmasked head sculpt is the biggest seller for this figure. This head sculpt is exclusive to the deluxe version. This is pretty easily one of the best 1/12 scale head sculpts I've ever had. There's custom head sculpts out there in similar quality to this, but the cost for that head sculpt alone is the same price as this entire figure. Of course, he also comes with some gadget accessories, including his EMP gun, as well as his grapnel gun, and then finally also the sticky bomb launcher. All of these are pretty well done, especially for that scale. They give you a pretty wide assortment of hands, pretty much every single one you'd need, and all of these are pretty high resolution sculpts. Then you have 2 batarangs, as well as 2 of the foldable batarangs. I'm glad they give you a few because these are really tiny. I'm a big fan of the display base they used. It has a great looking metal nameplate, and I think the entire thing is pretty classy looking. Now I have to say, this figure is genuinely super impressive. Its retail price is $69, so it's not too far off a Mafex or an SHF. I would say the way the articulation works and everything is more similar to an SHF. One of my favorite parts about the figure is the way they've hidden the articulation. They've used the design of the suit to their advantage, making really smart choices on where to have the cuts without reducing articulation. Both head sculpts are absolutely fantastic. Shape of the cowl for one is better than most of Hot Toys' previous attempts, but the figure definitely isn't perfect. I think for this figure, a wide cape would have been a great inclusion. The articulation, while good, isn't its biggest strong point, though I believe partially that's just down to the design of the suit itself. I really like the bottom of the base, but they only give you that big dynamic pole, which makes it really bad looking from the side or from the back, especially because pretty much no matter what, it's always going to be clashing with the cape, including something like the standard pole that Mafex does. I think would be a good move, at least particularly for figures like this with a cape. I think Inart's done a great job here, and it looks like they've learned some of the lessons from 1/6 and then taken them into 1/12. I'm really excited to see where they go, if this is the type of quality that we can expect. Overall, I am pretty impressed, but I'd love to hear what you guys think too.